Over the past week, we've had a bunch of IWC drama involving AEW President, main booker, creative Tony Khan, current Raw superstar Jinder Mahal, and the number one contender who's challenging tonight for the AEW World Championship, the handsome young devil himself, Hook. And obviously, again, all this drama is based off of just basic, silly tribalism that I'm not a fan of, and I'm pretty much surprised that Tony Khan partook in this on Twitter, on his social media, on X, whatever you want to call it. I'm shocked that he was able to put out that kind of tweet in terms of really putting someone who's not even on your show down in hopes of elevating interest in Hook, elevating interest in your actual show. And again, that does nothing for your business other than make you look bad. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But tonight, Hook versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. That is the main event of tonight's Wednesday Night Dynamite. I believe Hook is still the FTW champion, even though I don't care much for that title. I don't think it's an official title in AEW. It has been defended. It has been quote-unquote sanctioned. It's a paper championship. It's a paper championship. There's already too many titles in All Elite Wrestling. I'm not even going to go through them. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But I will say this. I am happy to see Hook back in the spotlight, back in AEW. Because from the minute he showed up, from the minute he debuted as a part of Team Taz, the aura, the presence that this kid, because yes, he is still very much a kid, the way he managed to carry himself on AEW TV spoke volumes, even when he didn't have to get on the microphone. Hell, I can't even remember what Hook's voice sounds like at this point. But every time he went in the ring, they pretty much gave him the Goldberg treatment, and it actually worked. Because he looks nothing like Goldberg. But he's a badass in his own right. He took care of people. He took care of a few variety of wrestlers in the past to earn himself that FTW title, to earn himself a tag team, for example, with Danhausen. That pretty much endeared him with wrestling fans, with the AEW fan base. But once again, much like AEW tends to do with their creative or lack of creative, they put him on the back burner. They didn't know what next step to take him towards, and that aura, that momentum that Hook had gained was lost. And I'm happy to say, this. Hook managed to bring all that back up last week, standing toe-to-toe with the Samoan submission machine and not backing off, not backing away from that challenge. And I'm hoping this leads to Hook having more opportunities and actually going after an AEW championship, not the world title. He's not quite ready for that yet. I firmly believe he's going to lose tonight on Dynamite Live. But he could easily dethrone Christian Cage for the TNT title. He could make us care about the International Championship. I know Orange Cassidy has it, but he's doing what he did in his first reign, which is just defending it endlessly, which again, a lot of wrestling fans want, but I'm not interested in that story. I want something that I can grit my teeth into, and that's an Orange Cassidy just randomly defending his title against random opponents and open challenges. It seems like that's not something I'm interested in personally. That's just my opinion. But again, tonight, AEW, Samoa Joe, they have a fantastic, a pretty hefty job. Because Hook is going to be dealt barely his second loss on AEW TV. He's only lost once, I believe, against Jack Perry for the FTW title about 6, 7, 8 months ago. That's it. That's the only time Hook's been pinned or Hook has lost on AEW TV. So with that said, even in defeat tonight on Dynamite, Hook needs to look like $1,000,000. Hook needs to look like he can beat Samoa Joe. You need to create that curtain of disbelief. Can Samoa Joe actually lose the title tonight? That is the story that they are going to have to tell tonight. I'm hoping they're not going the route of Samoa Joe just massacring the Kid on Dynamite, because that will not do anything. That will not gain Hook any sympathy. That will actually make him look even worse. As a matter of fact, if I have to equate this to a match, and I've used this various times in the past, but it's just a perfect example of how to get somebody over. Look at Taker versus Jeff Hardy in the ladder match for the undisputed WWE Championship back in 2002. Nobody thought Hardy was going to beat Taker for the title, but he was there, and the fans went crazy when he got close to that championship. And at the end of it all, Jeff Hardy earned Taker's respect. I believe the same should happen tonight on Dynamite. Joe should pay some respect to Hook after the match. That makes the Kid. And Hook goes on, and you have to keep him on TV. Keep giving him wins. Again, have him going after a title. Fans want somebody like Hook to be a main star on AEW TV, whether that be Collision, Dynamite, Rampage. People want to see it. That's just my belief. So with that said, again, that's my predictions for tonight. Hook will not become world champion tonight. He will not beat Samoa Joe, but he will put up one hell of a fight to the point that fans and Samoa Joe himself are going to give him the respect that he deserves and that he's going to earn tonight live on Dynamite. So with that said, what are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to win this world title match between Joe and Hook? Do you agree? Do you disagree with my take on this entire situation? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, tune in later on tonight to TBS for another episode of Live Wednesday Night Dynamite. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.